also John chapter 5, verse 16 and verse 18, where Jesus has healed a man who was paralyzed, a paralytic. Notice they accused him once again of violating the Sabbath. Verse 16, for this reason the Jews persecuted Jesus and sought to kill him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath. Verse 17, but Jesus answered them, my Father has been working until now, and I have been working. Therefore the Jews sought all the more to kill him, because he not only broke the Sabbath, at least in their minds, but also said that God was his Father, making himself equal with whom? Equal with God. See, once again, everything has to do with the first table of the law. One final reference from the Gospels, and there are others, but I've only chosen a few, where Jesus is accused of taking God's name in vain. On which table of the law is that? That's the first table of the law. It's the third commandment. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Notice John 8, verses 58 and 59. Jesus said to them, most assuredly I say to you, before Abraham was, I am. Who was Jesus claiming to be? Remember at the burning bush, Moses asked, what is your name when I go to Israel? I am that I am has sent me unto you. Did the Jews understand that Jesus was taking the name of God and applying it to himself? They most certainly did, because it says in verse 59, then they took up stones to throw at him, but Jesus hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by. So we find in God's holy law two tables. The first table describes our duty towards God. The second table describes our duty towards our fellow men. The first table belongs exclusively to God. In other words, the civil power has nothing to do with the first table. It has much to do with the second table in order to preserve the civil order. Now, do you know that the devil constantly was trying to encourage Jesus to take over the literal political kingdom? But Jesus didn't come for that. In fact, notice Matthew chapter 4 and verse 10. The devil wanted Jesus, instead of being king of the spiritual kingdom, he wanted Jesus to take over the political system. And he wanted him to overthrow the Romans. Notice Matthew chapter 4 and verse 10. Again, the devil took him up on an exceedingly high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. And he said to him, all these things I will give you, if you fall down and what? Worship me. What was the devil offering Jesus? All the kingdoms of the world. Was this talking about the kingdom of the church, all the spiritual kingdoms of the world? No. It's speaking about taking over the political kingdom, the civil system of the world. By the way, this happened constantly during the ministry of Jesus. Notice John chapter 6 and verse 15. John chapter 6 and verse 15.